topic number 4.
All right, let me just
turn some pages. Yeah.
All right, topic 4.
We will call this topic history.
Ooh.
Which country was the first to use paper money?
Oh.
Ever.
Ever.
Paper money. Not the coins, but actual physical bills like paper.
Yeah, okay.
Which country was the first to use paper money?
I've got my answer.
God, you guys are good if you're getting it that quickly. Question number 2.
Yes, sir.
What was the first ever ice hockey puck made of? I can give you multiple choice because it is a very...
let's go. Oh, he's writing.
Oh, he's writing. He's got this. Okay. You both have to do consent to this one.
Do you want to?
Well, James, you've clearly written something down.
I've written something, but
Yes.
there's an option.
I would like to.
All right, let's do it.
What was the first ever ice hockey puck made of? Frozen cow poo, leather, metal, or wood? Well, James is crossing his... he's scrubbing it out now, isn't he? Frozen cow poo, leather, metal, or wood? First ice hockey puck.
I don't know if it's a trick question or not.
I know.
What were you going to write?
Bone.
Oh, that's clever.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
well played.
Thank you.
Can't give you a point for that.
No, I'm not asking for it either. So
Don't worry, I feel-
I am.
You already snaked
gentleman.
one last round.
I'd
You know,
also-
there's nothing gentlemanly about you, mate. You're a snake and a
scratched,
swine.
I also scratched it out.
You did because you put it on the thing. You totaled it up. You
Scratched it out. No, I scratched this.
okay.
They call that a DJ scratch deck.
Okay, yep.
Next question.
Continue, sir.
Well, you know that one anyway.
Yeah, I know.
During the Battle of Hastings in 1066 AD, who received an arrow in their eye? Which famous general received an arrow to their eye?
No, I don't.
I can give you multiple choice if you like.
No.
I'm going to.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to.
Who received an arrow in the eye in the famous Battle of Hastings in 1066 AD?
I'm sticking with it because it makes me sound smart. If
Yeah,
it's
go for it.
really right. If it's wrong, it's just going to make me sound.
Yeah, you can pull off a miracle or you can pull off a Hail Mary. Yeah,
Absolutely.
go for it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, I'm always going
All
for
right.
that.
Next question.
Yep.
In which city did the first underground railway open?
Oh, definitely wasn't here.
Mate, we're still building it.
Still figuring it out.
2022, we're still going underground boring. The first city. So which is the first city did the first underground rail open? Underground. Has to be under the ground. Cannot be on the surface. It needs to be
First
under the ground.
city. That's a good one.
Final question for the historical round. What structures in the medieval times were used for residences and also a defensive building? What structures in the medieval times were used for residences, so people that live in these buildings, but also can be used as a defensive building? What's the word for this?
Yeah, see, there are so many words going through my head now.
I'm confused.
So it's a building in the medieval times. They can be used for residences, but they can also be used as a defensive building if the city gets under attack.
I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
I'm sticking with the word.
right,
I'm sticking
let's
with the
go.
word.
Let's go through all these.
I'm so upset about this.
Yeah, I don't think I've done very well.
Question 1.
Yeah.
Which country was the first to use paper money? James.
See, I said Britain, but I feel like they weren't even a
Incorrect.
collective country at that point.
Incorrect.
I said Italy.
Incorrect. The answer is China.
Really?
I'll give you some back info.
Please.
Let me drop some knowledge.
Oh,
I do like this.
he's taking our thing.
I know.
I'm sorry, but I've watched a lot of episodes, and as an avid fan, I have to do my research prior to coming on the show.
And we do appreciate it. No, we really do.
Fantastic. I'm glad I'm a number 1 fan
Yeah.
and only fan. 1066 a month.
Oh.
During the Tang dynasty in 618 AD to 907 AD, the Chinese started carrying folded money. Europe didn't catch on to this until about the 17th century, but a fun fact was China actually had a financial crisis and inflation decided to soar from all the product of just constant printing of this paper money.
Really?
And in 1455, they eliminated it for several hundred years before it came back again.
That's awesome.
I like you two together.
I do too. But there's a reason I stay away. Can't have too much of a good thing, right?
Well.
Question number
dear.
2.
All right, let's do it.
What was the first ever ice hockey puck made of, Josh?
I went with the softball and said wood.
James?
Yeah, I also went with wood.
You are both incorrect.
Please tell me
Please
it's the
tell me it's
frozen
frozen
poo.
horse poo.
According to the National Hockey League website, there is no proof of this,
Oh,
but
no, it is.
the term "we played shitty today" actually came from the frozen cow poo,
Oh,
which
that's
is
cow
so
poo.
good.
Unbelievable.
which is the origin of the first known hockey puck.
I didn't write it down.
How
so I was
long
like,
does it stay
how?
frozen for?
Well, not well. It's
If you hit it hard enough, it shatters and the game's over.
Canada.
And you get poo in your eye, so you
pretty
get
cold.
pink eye.
Oh, shit. Every single one of them.
Everyone, all of them just got rabid pink eye.
And they're just like, I don't know what you're talking about. A boot. Gotta love Canadians.
I'm so keen for this third question, actually.
Speaking of,
All right.
during the Battle of Hastings in 1066 AD, who received an arrow in their eye? James.
This is the Hail Mary.
Go for the Hail
It was
Mary.
the only one I could think of. I guarantee you it's wrong.
Okay.
But I wrote Charlemagne.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I thought so.
Josh.
Damn.
Hitler.
Because Hitler was around in 1066 AD.
I thought that was the time.
When World War II was in the 1940s period.
Look, I went for a Hail Mary too.
Good
and
on
I
you.
don't want to be I don't want to be called out and treated differently because I also went for a Hail
No,
Mary.
that's also
if
fair.
James can do it, I can as well.
No, we're equal society here.
This isn't Doctor Strange. We're not reviving the dead, okay?
Well, that's my mistake.
Okay, well, the correct answer is actually Harold Godwinson. So it was actually
Oh.
Harold Godwinson versus the Duke of Normandy, William the Duke of Normandy.
Yep, I was
The French battled the English in Hastings. And of course, that was one of the most famous, iconic scenes where Harold Godwinson, the English king, took an arrow to the eye based on scriptures.
Yes, it was. And it was the tapestry,
Yes.
Tapestries?
I want to say the Magna Carta, but I don't think that's incorrect.
No, the Magna Carta was the writing, the Spanish
Yes.
Inquisition.
I don't actually have that fact, but I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, man, I can't think of what's happened. The Bayeux Tapestry. Nailed
Thank you
it.
very
there
much.
it is. The Bayeux Tapestry, Josh.
Great. Okay, let's go to the next one.
In which city did the first underground rail open?
Josh,
Josh,
London.
that's exactly what I wrote.
you both are correct. Yay! The London Underground opened in 1863 in order to reduce street congestion.
Ooh.
Ah,
Fun fact, Budapest was second by coming in May 1896, so not a couple of years after.
Oh, okay.
And Glasgow in December of that same year. Final question of the history.
All right.
genre. What structures in the medieval times were used for residences and also as a defensive building? Josh, your first question. Answer.
Well, I just wrote a castle because people live in a castle and they also can, you put the moat and the bridge down, right?
Yep.
The people are coming. And you put it back up and you start throwing arrows off
Yep.
the building. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure it's not that, but it seems right to me.
no, and I agree with you. And I would have written that, but there were so many other words going through my head. I literally wrote the word keep.
What other words were going through your head, James?
Fort.
What other words were going through your head?
Castle.
What other words were going through your head?
There was another one, and I
Was that
forgot. I've
garlic
forgotten.
sauce or
I have-
aioli on my
There was
kebab?
another.
I'll tell you what, you know when you go in the fish and chip shop and you're like, oh, do you want salt? And you go, no, I'm going to have chicken salt. That's the only thing I'm ever going to have.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's how good they're going to taste because you both get 1 point. On
Hey!
Castles is the answer, but I will accept keep and all those other variations
Thank you.
because I have played many games and seen many scriptures and books written with
Yeah.
those synonyms, which are
Oh,
words.
fantastic.
For other words.
Good job, though, getting on the, actually getting it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
That was
But that knowledge was absolutely sound.
Okay.
The moat, the keep door,
It's the look he gave me.
It is.
the moat and the keep door absolutely nailed it. Score update, please, gents.
You go.
I think I'm on 17 now.
I'm an 18.5.
Oh, okay.
17.5. Because I
Oh,
had
so it's 1 point
1
in it.
point in
the
it.
point in it.
Final round.
Oh, here we go.
Problem-solving questions.
Oh, no.
I'll reiterate, these are for 10-year-olds.
No, that doesn't make it feel better.
Doesn't matter at all.
I know our brains are not fully developed yet, but,
Neither is mine, and I'm 32.
Oh.
well, you don't
Let's
look
go.
a day over 15, so
Thanks,
we'll
pal.
go into that. Question number 1.
Yeah.
I am always hungry and will die if not fed. But if you water me, I'll die. What am I?
Sounds like me.
I am always hungry and will die if not fed. But if you water me, I'll die.
Oh,
I'm always hungry and will die if not fed. But if you water me, I'll die. What am I?
James, Phil.
That took
Some monumental amount of processing power.
all of the grey matter in my brain.
I was just going to say a floppy disk, but all right.
That took both my left and right hemispheres.
How's the RAM in that central
my
processing
medulla
unit?
oblongata is ridiculous.
Done.
You got it?
Question
Yes.
2.
I believe in you.
What is the smallest
God.
What is the smallest number of coins you would need to make $4.95 Australian? What is the smallest number of coins you would need to make $4.95? So you can count out the number of coins in your head.
Done.
Look at that. Solidarity right there. I'll move on.
Can we get a...
No, we didn't do that with any of these. That's just the sound of my brain, however, when it's trying to start like a barbecue. Like
Needs to get some more gas or petrol in there.
Can I get a half a point for speed?
Well, it depends if it's right at the end, mate. And then
If it's right, can I get half a
if
point
your
for speed?
justification
Yeah, go
behind
on.
it, well, he said it. There you go.
Go on.
Next question.
I might need it.
Oh,
This is going to be a complicated one, so just have a think. A cowboy rode into town on Friday. He stayed in town for 3 days and rode back out on a Friday. How is this possible? A cowboy rode into town on Friday. He stayed in town for 3 days and rode back out on a Friday. How is this possible?
Someone, Phil.
Phil, who's Phil?
Doctor.
Oh, actually, I found out, and this is going to sound really dumb, but I found out that Dr. Phil actually doesn't have a doctorate.
So what's he a doctor?
Get out of town.
I don't know, or like he's not a psychiatrist or anything along those lines.
So he's an Oprah.
Yeah.
Just a personality on TV.
Yeah. Or he's
Helen.
got like a bachelor's degree, but it's not a doctorate. Somebody figured. I need to know if that's true because I've heard it from other people. It's like this is 10th hand knowledge.
Should we go into the new season of Judge Judy?
We might have to.
After. Let's go to question 4.
Yes, question 4.
In Roman numerals, what is the number XIV? In Roman numerals, what is the number XIV?
I'm gonna hate myself if I get that wrong.
Done.
Everyone's like, what is this? Oh, God, clearly not.
Yep.
Next question.
Let's do it.
Last
What are-
one.
Oh, I've actually got 2 more, but hey.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just because I'm feeling a bit speckled.
No, I like it.
Why not?
What are 3 factors that determine the climate of an area?
Oh. Oh.
What are 3 factors that determine the climate of an area?
So, what are the 3 factors that make, the suburb of Oakley cold?
Yeah, and what is the 3 factors that determines Vietnam? It's so bloody hot and wet. What's the deals going on here? Everyone's thinking about all this interesting stuff that we learned from Year 5 geography teacher, Miss Vickers Willis, and just hanging
Willis.
out with Miss Hodge, Miss Truscott. Clearly, I'm scarred with all these teachers' names.
Right.
Final question, because I felt special this round.
Let's do it.
Which country has the smallest population in the world?
In the world.
In a
Yes.
world with
And I am doing this by population, not by dollars and economical
By
sense.
population.
By population.
Well, I don't know. There's so many.
Which country?
Think of the smallest country possible, and then just have a crack.
Yeah, okay.
I like this. There's lots of staring into the distance, and it's like when you're thinking, right, everyone
Yeah.
stares to the left, and they stare in the distance to the left just subconsciously, and if you're doing something else, it's like maybe if you're evoking emotion or something, and you're looking to the right, but when you're really trying to scratch your head
Yeah.
about something logical, everyone's just looking
But
to the
that's
left.
is that because of the right and left hand brain hemispheres? Like your right brain, the right side of the brain, I think, is more creative. And
It's
your left hand
it's-
is more.
One's logic and one's creative.
logic. So I reckon if you're looking to your. Yeah, no, it's too hard. I'm
Okay,
trying to think
I've
of
got
some-
my answer.
Well,
Let's
glad
go.
we got that.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
We're women. We can multitask.
go for it.
Correct. Yes.
Let's review, shall we?
Oh, lordy. Okay.
Yes, girl.
Okay, girls. Question 1. I'm always hungry and will die if not fed. But if you water me, I'll die. What am I? James.
Fire.
Josh.
I think he's got it. I wrote the only thing that came to my brain. I wrote bleh.
That's right.
Well, blur is incorrect. Fire is. So 1 point,
Yes.
James.
You. Do you get it though?
Do you get it?
Now you've said it.
Yeah.
So obvious.
That no, it took everything to get that right.
I've seen some stressed people in my life, but he was pale.
Oh yeah.
Look at me.
That was more.
All right, Casper, calm down. Question number 2.
Okay.
What's the smallest number of coins you would need to make $4.95 Australian?
6.
James,
That's also what I wrote.
what are those 6 coins?
Two $2,
Yeah.
a 50-cent, 2 20s, and a 5.
Yeah.
Correct. Both 1 point to you.
Fantastic.
And a half point for speed.
You shouldn't take drugs.
Shouldn't take drugs.
So I need half a point.
All right, ketamine question.
Oh.
A cowboy rode into town on Friday.
Mm.
He stayed in town for 3 days and rode back out on a Friday. How's this possible? Josh.
Sporadic black hole.
I think I've seen some dark things in my time, but that's pretty good.
We need to get Neil deGrasse Tyson on to explain that to you.
So what is the meaning of life?
Oh, wow. That was good.
I like that
I
one.
like that.
Incorrect
That was
answer,
good.
but I like it. James.
His horse's name is Friday.
James, 1 point. That is
Yes.
fantastic.
Oh, I hate him.
Do you know how when you were reading it out, I'm like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's the trick. Everyone's
That's
scouting
good.
it. You're like, how's this possible?
I can't do these.
No, again, this took a lot.
What about the Roman numerals?
Okay, come on.
Let's digress. So in Roman
Yeah.
numerals, what is the number XIV, Josh?
14.
James,
I also had 14.
you're both getting 1 point.
Hey,
Correct.
there it is.
Do you want to explain to the XIV and all the rules to the audience?
So X is 10,
Correct.
and then your I is usually your singular, and your V is your 5.
Yes.
Now, it is...
If the eye's on the left side of the V,
Yeah.
it's -1, and if it's
Yeah.
on the other side, it's +1.
Yes.
Correct. Did anyone learn that from the Star Wars original trilogy when they saw it on their DVD box set?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I didn't actually. I don't know.
Because it was the only thing I ever knew in Roman numerals as the
But
first
that's
thing
cool.
growing
I
as a
like
kid
that,
growing
though.
up.
That
I'm
is
like
true.
episode 4. I'm like, why is it 1V?
That is true, actually. That is a fair point. No, I had like a lot of the clocks in my house and in my grandmother's place, and most of those were all Roman numerals. So I learned.
Clever girl.
I learnt off a clock.
Clever girl you are. Let's get into the dirty stuff.
Okay, here he is.
What are the 3 factors that determine the climate of an area?
Okay.
James.
Me? Okay, I wrote the area's time in the sun.
Okay.
I then also wrote the closeness to the equator, and then I wrote rainfall.
Rainfall, I'll give you a point for.
Thank you.
The closeness to the equator, I will also give you a point
Ooh,
for,
Damn it.
but I will not give you a point for the other one,
fair enough.
which was, I forget.
Time in the sun.
Time in the sun, no. Josh, what are your 3 factors that determine the climate of an area?
Air pressure,
That's a good one.
sun, wind.
Ooh.
Air pressure, I will give you a point for.
Yes.
Oh.
Wind, I will not. And sun,
Half a point.
half a point.
No, well done.
My 3, the reason I say I'll give you these points is because the 3 correct answers is latitude.
Okay.
So how close is it to the equator? So
Yep.
that's why I was giving you that. The altitude, so how high is it off the ground? Because if you're obviously in a high mountainous area, it's going to be a lot colder.
Yep.
And rainfall, which you guys said.
Cool. I didn't know it was the I completely forgot about the
Yeah,
altitude. bit.
we go up and down, you know.
Yeah, we do.
It's important. Hence Everest having a
Cool.
bit of a frosty top.
That is true.
Next question and final question of this little problem-solving
So
charade.
wrong. I'm so wrong.
Which country has the smallest population, James?
I wrote Peru, but I'm mad at it.
That's wrong.
Josh says you're wrong. Okay, Josh, do you want to proceed with the...
I this is one of those ones for me that I weirdly think I don't know if I'm right, but I think
You'd be damn close.
the reasoning for this
Yeah.
is pretty smart and I should get half a point.
Okay.
Greenland.
Justification?
Justification because it's in such a remote area it is still a country. So it's not Antarctica or anything like that. It's in such a remote area that maybe is possibly uninhabitable, that there's so little people living there. Now, I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying I like my thought process.
I like your
that
thought
went
process
into it.
too, actually.
I like your thought process as well. Unfortunately, I could go on the same logic and say, in the Arctic or the Antarctic, there's a vast amount of land, but it's largely inhabitable. I can have 10 people there. But the country is the thing I'm looking for.
Greenland.
Incorrect. Greenland is incorrect. The correct answer is the Vatican City, which is actually its own country.
It's the bloody Pope.
A population of only 825 because they're their own little city, the Vatican City.
Yeah, I've been there too.
I am so mad at myself. I said I would be, and I'm mad at myself.
If you wanted to know number 2, it's actually Nauru, which is just off our little coast of up
I
north.
need to find out how many people Peru is in, honestly.
I reckon there's a million
There's probably.
because their soccer team's bloody good.
This is bloody good, yeah.
Total scores.
Yes,
I need to count.
Please proceed.
1, 2.
I've still got some more dot points here. God, I didn't think I'd have so much content.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. So I've added up my score.
James, please add up your score.
I have divvied up my
Scores?
scores.
And you're adding them all together?
I have, yes.
I don't need you to show your workings out.
Okay, cool.
But, Josh, what was your final score?
22.5.
James, your final score?
I got 24.5.
Oh! That's a 2-point winner.
That is a 2-point win. My apologies. Josh, shake your hand.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. No, it was a good run. But I think that it was definitely the problem solving that got me.
Yeah, look, the
That's
problem
where I
solving
want it.
for me was the one that did me in. I mean, especially when I wrote bleh and sporadic black hole.
And that's where my 2 points went.
That is, yeah, it is. Those
My
two
2 points were fire and his horse's name is Friday.
Damn it.
That was where my 2 points were.
Pleasure to have you as my guest this evening. And just
Thank
a
you.
final bit of drop of knowledge before
Yes,
I depart
please.
and leave you. Going on my life job of being a marketer, I like to stay up with recent trends, news, and topics and things like that.
Right.
Okay, is this another question that could
No,
be
there's no
worth
question.
3 points?
There is no question that's going to win you this coveted award. Oh, by the way, James,
won.
because you did win,
Yeah.
we actually have a prize over there for you.
Oh,
It's actually a packet of 18 connector pens known as Faber-Castells, so you can actually make your own machine gun out of them.
that's so cool. I'm so excited for that. Oh, no way.
So here we have the prize.
Show your prize to
So
the
your
people.
prize to the
So
people.
good.
So back in the primary school days, we did we have this in our tubs. We made like texters and connector pens, and we used to like make machine guns out of it, and wizard staffs, and all the crazy stuff. Oh, it was the best thing ever.
Oh, that's so much fun. Awesome. Thank you. Hamish, fantastic. Thank you very much for coming in. Josh, you're a scheming, conniving whippersnapper who's organised stuff.
Correct.
But I do love a surprise.
Yeah.
I love surprises.
Yes, I thought you'd enjoy it.
Oh, that was really fun. And I won.
Yes, and you won. And I would like to borrow those texts to actually have an art project.
Oh, no, fair enough, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that
going to
is fair.
6th grade next year.
No, you need them more than I do.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're in 12th grade.
This is only the 18 piece. My mum got me the 250 piece.
Oh, and it barely fit in my school
Doesn't
tub.
fit. Doesn't fit under my
Had to put the rest in my teacher's pigeonhole.
Ah,
That
good
could be
fun.
a sexual double entendre.
It could have
All
been.
right. Anyway, thank you for listening to this very long episode.
But you're welcome.
But you're welcome. Surely you've got nothing better to do. Thank you, Hamish, for
Thank
presenting.
you.
Thank you, lads.
Thank you, James, for attending.
Oh, thank you very much. No, it's
And-
always great to be here.
I'm going to start one of those petitions saying I got robbed of a few points. So we'll see if we can take this to the FIA and get this overturned.
FIFA.
We'll take this to FIFA.
VAR.
Who are ya? All right. This week, James is going to sign off in I'm your 6th grade teacher. Get to class.
You there? Joshua, get to class.
No.
You have double maths with Mr. Stevens.
No, he touched me in a funny place.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. Okay, end it.
Bye.